Are you looking to upgrade your beginner guitar to something fancier and you need to articulate this to the people in charge of the financial decisions? In today's video, I share 8 reasons to upgrade, coming up. Hello and welcome to the video. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Justin and I'm all about worship guitar, helping you sound and play your best for Jesus. Head on over to my Buy Me a Coffee page if you'd like to check out my patches featured in this video. If you've met before, welcome back. You'll never forget your first guitar. I started off with a Yamaha EG303 that was in candy apple red. Come to think of it, maybe that's why I have a penchant for red guitars. As most of us don't jump straight to our holy grail endgame guitars, there will come a time where we feel as though we've outgrown our first electric guitar. As you continue making steady progress in your journey of getting better at playing the guitar, you start to learn more and more about what you like, dislike, want, or need. The more exposed you get to different styles of music, different playing styles, you get a better understanding of why you'd consider upgrading to your next electric guitar. If you find yourself in this position and you're struggling to justify your feelings about opening up your wallet, here are 8 reasons why it might just be time to upgrade to a better electric guitar. Number 1, you got better. So you've seen just how much you've improved practicing the same old riffs, smoking through your favorite solos, and crushing your top songs from start to finish. Remember when you told yourself not to invest too much into your first electric guitar, just in case, you've lost interest or gave up? Now don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer that affordable electric guitars today don't cut corners that significantly degrade your playing experience. But there really isn't a bad decision to want something more pricey or fancy. After all, look at what our guitar heroes played. If you feel that you've proved yourself in the training grounds and you're at the stage where you can appreciate the more advanced features in higher end guitars, I say go for it. Number 2, you need a wider range of tones. Electric guitars marketed as beginner guitars tend to pack less complicated features to make things more simple for the novice to grasp. Few things to worry about, just focus on getting up to speed with your licks. When there comes a time when you listen to your favorite songs and you wonder how they're getting those sounds. Maybe it's a 7-string guitar or one of those fancy out-of-phase pickup positions. You don't often see features like that on entry-level guitars, but the more you play and the more you start learning what sounds you want to achieve, this becomes a completely legitimate reason to upgrade to a better electric guitar. Number 3, it's time for even higher levels of performance. There's no denying it. Some guitars are better suited at playing certain styles of music than others. It's all about finding the right tools for the job at hand. Sure, you could play wide intervallic stretchers and sweet pick on a vintage style Telecaster, but it's just not designed for that. There are, however, many guitars that are designed for styles of music that require higher levels of performance. Instruments with a flatter fretboard radius and a thinner neck allow you to truly hit top speeds. Some also have a bass contour control that can tighten up the low end for high gain chugging. Additionally, dive bombing and cricket trills are just not possible on a fixed bridge design. Number 4, you want an even better looking guitar. We all remember the day we bought our first guitar, especially the struggles of finding one that fit our budget. More often than not, we find ourselves having to make some compromises. One of those compromises could be aesthetics. I'm a firm believer that the guitar that you play should inspire you to play more. And there's nothing more unfortunate than not wanting to pick up your guitar because you've fallen out of love with how it looks. We all have different tastes for guitar aesthetics, and if your favorite guitar finish or style gives you even more joy when you play it, why not? Number 5, your musical tastes have changed. Perhaps your first guitar was a classic Stratocaster, and that's probably not going to cut it if you're into gent now. Or if you started off with a shred style guitar and you find yourself playing John Mayer-esque blues licks. This is totally normal as we discover more about ourselves in the world of music. As mentioned in the third point, every guitar has its strengths and weaknesses, and finding the right one for what you desire to play is a completely legitimate thing. That's why so many pros have an army of guitars at their disposal, one for each style or even one for a specific sound. Number 6, you require a more specialized or niche instrument. There are many guitars that are designed for versatility, but even the most versatile guitars won't be able to do what some specialized instruments offer. Some guitars like the Line 6 Variax open up a world of tones and tunings impossible on a traditional electric guitar. If you discover that you're ready to stretch your creativity to the next level, such specialized instruments give you an additional source of creative output. Number 7, you just want to sound even better. Entry-level electric guitars usually come equipped with entry-level pickups. They're mostly designed to be as versatile as possible, so you're not limited to just a few playing styles. Most of them will sound great out of the box, but sometimes you'll find yourself missing that last 10%. This is one of the more common reasons why players upgrade their electric guitar. More premium guitars usually come equipped with higher-end pickups, but it's not just the pickups that contribute to their stellar tones. Higher quality tone woods, electrical components, and build quality go a long way in helping them sound even better. That's where the saying, "you get what you pay for," usually rings true. Number 8 is all a part of self-discovery. I've saved the most important reason for last, and I'll exemplify it with a story. I know a youth who was convinced to buy a Floyd Rose-equipped guitar as his starter guitar. The reasoning was, since tuning is such a difficult problem for beginners, having a double locking system like the Floyd Rose will help him concentrate on practicing instead of tuning. By the way, if a guitar salesperson is making this as his pitch, he is desperate to move that particular guitar which has probably been sitting in the shop for a long time. Shame. The problem was, when the guitar went out of tune, as all guitars do, even with Floyd Rose bridges, my friend had no idea how to tune it back up to pitch. He went on to live with an out-of-tune guitar and was convinced that guitar upkeep was tedious. So tedious that he was on the brink of giving up altogether. Thankfully, other friends helped him to see that a Floyd Rose-equipped guitar is a more difficult instrument to take care of. And after playing with Telecasters, he's now well on his way to downgrading to a simpler instrument that actually does make it easier to focus on practice. We don't get it right the first time. Some of us do, and that's great. But most of us will have to carry on trying out different instruments to truly find the one that reflects our character, personality, and allows us to express our inner voice freely. That's part of the fun of electric guitar. There's so much variation that there's something for everyone. Let me do caveat, however, that I'm not suggesting you should aim for a more expensive guitar if you don't have the means. We need to be wise stewards of the resources God has given to us. Take note that every price bracket has a range of instruments: Strats, Tellies, Les Pauls, SGs, Gretches, and the like. If you feel like you need a second instrument because you didn't make the best choice the first time around, I say go for it. Which brings us to the question of the day. What is your holy grail guitar? I'd love to hear your ideas and thoughts in the comment section below. That's it from me. Thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten value out of it, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell notification button, and heading over to my Buy Me a Coffee page to download my patches and more to support these videos and my ministry. Finally, share this video with someone whom you know is interested in upgrading their beginner electric guitar. Until next time, I'm Justin, and I'm all about worship guitar.